Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware
squad, who this?
the Houston
I'm
Cougars,
really going to do a lot of commentating. I'm probably going to sim most of this game. It's my first game with the squad, so I figure I'll try them out, kind of see what they're looking like,
will kick it off
and
to
get
get
on
us
the top of
underway.
this game. Got to get some stuff done, so this will be a
On the move from inside his
quick,
5.
maybe a 15-minute
Not
video.
a lot of space to be found. Good
All right,
hustle by
back
the
on mute.
coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hamilton. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Hamilton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw. It's Ford. Punts it out of the air.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Fires on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Cavaliers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They're working that left side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Thurman.
I'll tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defense. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. That's caught. It's Hamilton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Got enough space. And he runs this lead, they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Bacon. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quarterback keeps it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Cavaliers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Ford. Finds his tight end.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Bean. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Ford. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. They'll try to slam it in. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab near the marker is Hamilton. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
and I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Picks up 6. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They're spotted at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ford. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia. that lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now you just send this game out. I'm not paying attention.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got him, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just gonna try to give my playmakers a chance to do.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. You better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Snatch it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ford. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
Touchdown, Cougars. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick? or do we trust our defense to give it back to the end?
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of times-outs, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick.
Not paying attention.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Messing with my database.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.